everyone, it's Lauren from the Yoga Studio. I hope this finds you well. Today we're going to be doing a really easy chair pose or chair sequence. So really good if you have any injuries, if you're really stiff, if you're a little bit old and broken, beginner, just a really easy, simple way to start getting into your body. We're going to be using a strap, so if you don't have a strap, grab a tie or a belt and make sure that it's not stretchy, and obviously a chair. And we will get started. If you like the video, please share with your friends or subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Alright, so we're going to get started just simply seated onto your chair. Ideal if you have a backrest and if the feet can be onto the floor. If it's not a huge problem, but you do want to sort of ground down. We'll start by lengthening through the spine, roll your shoulders up and down. Draw your chin slightly towards your chest to lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're just going to allow our eyes to close as we soften into our body, start to block out the outside world. Beginning to notice the breath, how your body is feeling, any thoughts flying around. And then start to lengthen your breath. Inhaling, count of 4, belly rises. And exhale, count of 4. As we notice how our body feels, we draw our breath into the areas of the body that we notice. I like to visualize my breath going into those areas and allowing it to gently wash through. And then setting an intention for your practice, whatever resonates with you today. We'll bring our eyes to open and then draw the arms up over the head. Inhale. Arms down beside the body on your exhale. Drawing the arms up, in. Drawing the arms down on your exhale. Drawing arms up, inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to lean over to your left. So if you have the chair, you can grab onto perhaps the sitting part, or if you have a little handle down just to support yourself. Or you can just bring the arm onto the thigh. I like to straighten into my arm, reaching into the baby finger. Try and lean back with the top shoulder. I like to relax my neck, but you can take your gaze up if you don't have any injury in the neck or tension. Beautiful. Come back to center, both arms up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Lean back with top shoulder. Try and keep both sit bones grounded equally onto your chair. Feeling the stretch to the side body, through the armpit and through the tricep or the outside of the arm. Drawing back to center, inhale. And on your exhale, twisting to your left. So you can either grab onto the chair, the other hand either onto the knee or onto the chair. If this feels okay, you can also bring the hand behind you, grabbing to the other side of the chair. hand can also come onto the thigh or the hip bone. Try and lean the top part of your body back, so the shoulder is near to the backrest. And then gently release, bring your arms back to center. And exhale to the other side, so either grabbing onto the back of the chair, grabbing on behind the sit bone or the tailbone, or perhaps bringing the hand around, grabbing onto the other side. See if you can lean back. Try and get your shoulders into a nice vertical line or horizontal line. See if you can take your neck and gaze with you. Back to center, draw your arms up, inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to fold forward. See if you can relax into your neck. We want the belly to move down onto the thighs. And just allow yourself to be really heavy here. Keeping your breath long, slow, and steady. Maybe you're not getting down, maybe you're only somewhere here, that's absolutely fine. Just wherever you find yourself, just make sure that you are being really heavy. Roll up through your spine on your inhale. On your exhale, we're going to cross our left ankle to our right thigh. So make sure that the foot isn't on, so it's making a funny angle with the ankle, but rather crossing the ankle with the thigh, relaxing the knee down. If this is very tight for you, you can remain with the hands onto the knee and the ankle and just lean yourself slightly forward. Try not to round this time. Try and keep the chest away from the pubic bone, so keep lengthening through belly. Roll your shoulders back, leading with the heart. If this feels okay and you want to strengthen, you can bring the arms up in line with the ears, still reaching forward, straight spine. And if this feels good for you, you can fold chest to shin. Please just stop wherever you feel comfortable today. Breathing in. Breathing out. All the way back up, inhale. And on your exhale, dropping the hands down and release the foot. Go on to the other side, cross ankle to thigh, arms up or hands onto knee and ankle. And on your exhale, folding forward. Wherever that feels for you, so maybe you start really high and very slowly and gently, every exhale should take you a little bit deeper. Again, if the hands are down, that's also fine. Just make sure you're not rounding. Keep the back straight. We're working the belly down first. And if this feels okay, we're going to start to drop the chest towards the shin. Coming all the way back up, inhale, release the hands, release the foot back to earth. We're going to come onto the edge of our chair. I'm going to do this to the side. So edge of the chair, make sure that the sit bones are still on the chair, and then we're going to straighten into the right leg. Draw the arms up, inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to gently fold forward. So if you're quite far away, now's the time to grab that strap or belt. And we're just going to bring it around the ball of the foot. Oops. Make sure your chair doesn't slide away from you. Alright, so imagine not rounding through the lower spine over here, but rather lifting the sit bones, pulling the belly forward. If you're somewhere here, that's fine. We're looking for a straight back and straight into the right leg, flexed into foot. Breathing in. And if you can go lower, keep walking the hands down and keep lifting into the sit bones. Keep rolling your shoulders back. If and when you feel comfortable, start to soften belly towards thighs. Rolling up through your spine, inhale. Straight over to the other side, so bending into the right, straightening into the left. Again, not worrying about bringing the chest down, but rather bringing the belly down, if that makes sense to you. Flexing into the foot, grab your strap if you did on the other side. Remember, if you're just over here somewhere, that's absolutely fine, but you do want to feel it into the hamstrings, to the back of the thigh. Keep straightening back, keep lifting, keep lifting the sit bones. Perhaps bringing your chair onto a mat so it doesn't slide. If and when you feel ready, gently folding all the way down. And then rolling up, inhale. Bringing the foot back underneath the knees. So from here, we're going to come to stand and we're going to turn ourselves around. Grabbing onto the back of the chair. We're going to come into a nice L shape. If you can't manage an L shape, that's absolutely fine. If you're a little bit higher, that's cool. But again, you're going to feel it through the back line of the body. If you're more comfortable and you prefer to have the hands down, that's also fine. If it's feeling a little bit too much through the armpit. And you can gently start to soften the elbows. Or if you feel comfortable, you can also bring the elbows onto the chair. We want to bring our feet just underneath the hips or just slightly closer in. Straight into the legs, but if that doesn't feel good for you, you can slightly bend, but you want to lift again into the sit bones. So if that feels too much, remember you can be here or you can be here. We're looking for a nice L shape, but the back is straight. We're not rounding down and tucking. We're lifting sit bones, getting that nice pull of the hamstrings up and over into the lower spine. Of course, if this feels okay for you as well, you can bring the forehead onto the chair and the hands down onto the mat. This might be too much, so please stay where you feel most comfortable today. Rolling up through the spine. We're going to bring our right foot onto the chair. So again, you might need to use the backrest, which is absolutely fine. Keep a flex into the foot. You're either going to leave your left hand on the back and then open up into a twist. Or if you feel quite okay here, you can drop the hand down onto the chair. Both legs are straight and you're pushing back into right hip, moving right shoulder away from the body. So the hands want to be in a straight line. Again, you can relax the neck. So if you hear, the arms are in a straight line still. Gently bring yourself back and then move straight to the other side. So starting here, and then when you feel ready, gently drop the hand either down or keeping it onto the backrest and then bring the hand back. Keep a flex into the left foot. If this feels good, you can also bring the hand down, but we want to keep the hips facing forward towards the chair. And then gently come back to center and then bring yourself to stand. So from here, we are going to work into a warrior one. You can bring the chair just to the side. So we're going to step forward with the right foot, back foot just a little bit further back, maybe 1 meter. Make sure the feet are still hip width apart so you're not standing onto a tight rope. Hip bones are facing forward and a slight bend into the front knee, so bringing the knee on top of the ankle. Back leg strong and straight, back toes can be slightly out. Back leg is absolutely straight and a tuck into the tailbone. You can either bring the arms up or the hands to the heart, or you can rest your hands just onto the chair. Keep your core nice and tight. Breathing in and breathing out. Swapping the legs around. So if I just show you quickly forward, make sure your feet are not on a tight rope, but rather hip width apart. Hands wherever feel most comfortable for you. Back leg strong and straight, front knee on top of the ankle. Tucking into the tailbone, hands to heart. Roll your shoulders back. Hands can be up to the sky, or you can bring the hands onto the chair. So firing up through the midline, through the legs. Coming back to center. We're going to move back onto sitting onto the chair. We're going to bring our left leg over the right. So I like to sit slightly forward here again. So crossing the ankles, and you want to bring the toe. Let me just move back to make sure you can see me. Yeah. You want to bring the left leg over the right, and you want to bring the baby toe to either try and touch, so you're squeezing into the joints. If you can manage, you can bring the toes behind that right ankle. But then make sure the knees aren't moving to the side. Try and keep them into the center. This might be enough for you. Maybe this feels really uncomfortable. You can just bring the foot to the outside. Or even if it's kind of somewhere here, that's okay. We're going to just gently encourage the foot down. If you're on your full eagle, bring your arms to the outside, so in line with the shoulders. Bring them towards the midline, thumbs touch. And then bring your right hand on top. Cross your elbows. Either bringing the backs of the palms to touch. If this is too much for you, you can bring the hands onto the shoulders, but try and keep the elbows up in line with shoulders. If, of course, this feels really easy, back of hands to touch, or you can bring a bind so the palms of the hands touch. Elbows nice and high, hands away from face, and then you can relax the forehead onto the biceps wherever you are in any pose. If this feels okay for you, maybe bring yourself to fold forward, elbow to knee, and then again relaxing neck. Or you can come onto the belly to thighs. And then gently unwind the arms, unwind the legs. Come a little bit further forward, hold on to the back of the chair, and then just move your knees from left to right. You might need to straighten if you felt it into the knees, and just wobble the knees a little bit. Maybe rotate into your ankles. And then we'll go to the other side. Now we're going to bring our right over your left. Baby toe touches the outside of the ankle, or perhaps you bring it around. If it's nice and high, that's absolutely fine. Just encourage the foot down. If it doesn't want to stay there when you move into the arms, that's okay, as long as you're squeezing. So this is nice and active. You're squeezing your thighs together. Bring your arms out to a T. Bring the thumbs to touch. Left arm over right. Cross elbows. Touching shoulders. Or the back of the hands. Or the palms to touch. Lift the elbows up wherever you are in line with the shoulders. And if the hands are touching either the palm or the back of the hands, move it away from the body. Relaxing the forehead into the biceps. And if you feel comfortable, elbow to knee. If this feels good, all the way down. Remember, it doesn't matter what shape you're making, as long as you are feeling something, that's perfect. Gently coming out of it, bring your hands behind you, unwind. We're all going to start with the ankles, so you can have your ankles forward and just rotating. Nice into the core here, so don't round. Keep lifting the chest up. Imagine pulling the legs into the hips. If you can make a nice L shape, do so. Otherwise, if the knees need to be bent with the feet on the floor, that's also fine. So outward and inward. Okay, now we're going to bring the toes to points, but we're going to either bring it down onto the floor, so moving just forward enough that the knees can straighten. I don't know if you can see my toes, but they're pointed. My toes are grounded onto the mat. You can use the chair to support yourself so you keep nice and straight through your spine. Obviously, if you are working on strength today, you can work with the arms up or perhaps out to the side. Hands to heart also uses a bit more core. If, however, you are feeling okay and you want to try and lift the legs up, sitting back onto your chair as far as you can, and then straighten the legs, pointing the toes. Same thing with the hands, whatever option suits you best. Keep your core tight. Beautiful. Breathing in, pointing the toes still. And on your exhale, flex, push the heels away. Pointing in, flexing out. Point in, and flex it out. Beautiful. We're going to bring the feet down, and we're going to move into a few neck stretches. So we're going to draw the chin towards our chest, interlace the hands behind, elbows in, and then soften chest to chin. Soften your shoulders, just allow the hands and gravity to pull the chin to chest. Try and keep your back straight, core is nice and tight. Remember, we're breathing into whatever you are feeling within the body. Release. Bringing your chin towards your left shoulder. So make sure you're not drawing the ear down. We're starting with the chin down to the shoulder. Bringing the left hand up and over behind the ear. And then reaching the right arm out. So a nice stretch through the neck and the traps, or the top of the shoulder. Release. Come to the other side, chin to right shoulder. Arm up and over, and then reach into the left hand. So we want to make sure that the shoulders are not moving either side. We want the shoulders into a nice horizontal line. Try and not crunch your jaw here. Alright, beautiful, gently release. Neck rolls, so rolling to the left, very slowly, rolling to the right. Try and feel how each part of the neck stretches as we go. Exhale, moving the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lifting the chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting. And exhale back to center. I'm going to move to the side again. So holding onto the edge of your chair, we're going to round through on your exhale. And our inhale, we're going to take our gaze up, open chest. Exhale, round, pull your belly in. Inhale, take your gaze up, lift your chest, lift your sit bones. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And then come back to center. Just take a moment here to notice how body is feeling. Alright, we're going to move into shoulder rotation. So we're going to bring the palm to face the body down. Again, you can move to the side of your chair here. Hold on with the other hand so you don't fall off. And then bring the arm up on your inhale. Try and wipe the bicep past the earlobe. And then turn the palm to face outside as you work around. Inhale, bring it up. Turn the palm to face outside and rotate through. One more in. And one more out. Standing up. Go to the other side of your chair. Sitting down. And the other way. Inhale, lift. Turn your palm and rotate around. So let the intention be into the fingers, reach them down, open the fingers wide. Inhale, lift, bicep to touch earlobe. And exhale, turn the direction of the palm to face down and then back again. One more full loop in and out. Remember that it doesn't matter where your shoulder is, even if you're somewhere here and you have to bend the arm, that's okay. Beautiful work. We're going to come back to sitting onto the chair now, towards the edge. And we're going to bring the legs wider. So we are going to work the feet underneath the knees. Make sure you're on the chair enough so that you're not going to slip back. And we're going to work the knees wide as we fold forward. So this might just be here for you, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, if you can drop through the legs. Maybe you need to have your hands onto another chair, that's also fine, but knees should be good. We want to stretch the legs just wide enough for you to feel the inner thighs. You can also bring the elbows down, whatever feels good for you. If you are all the way down, coming onto the elbows, keeping the knees wide, back is straight, so you'll see that I'm leading with my chest. And then we're going to lift the one heel. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Drop the heel down and lift the other heel. And drop the heel down. Beautiful. Draw the knees in, come back to seat. I'm going to show you to the side. I'm not sure if you can see my feet. So I'm going to come back a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to come to the edge of my chair on the side. You can do it facing forward. I want to do it to the side so you can see the angle. So I like my sit bone still on, so you don't want half the bum on so you collapse. So both sit bones are on, and you're going to bring the foot kind of back. I actually like my thigh just off, but the sit bone is grounded. And then we're going to bring the toes onto the toenail side. So this can be quite intense for you. Just find a nice gentle place. Make sure it's not just on the toes, so you're not pushing back into the heel. You want it to be from the front of the toe through the front of the ankle. So maybe this is high over here. Maybe you need to bring it more back so it's less intense. So the more weight on the toes, obviously the more intense it will be. This is the most intense, sort of quite close underneath the knee. If you're just kind of laying it to lie back, that's easier. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Alright, going to the other side. So obviously you can do it facing forward. I'm going to do this side forward. So I like my bum onto the seat and my knee just off so it gives me a bit of space to move. This chair is really uncomfortable, so you can put a little blanket or something underneath if you're feeling really uncomfortable. And then just bringing that foot behind you. Easier moving the foot further back, harder moving the foot further forward. Make sure you're not pushing into the ankles, so you're just hurting your little toes. Try and point the toes so you feel it through the front of the ankle. Nice straight spine. Alright, beautiful work. So for this next one, I definitely want you to bring your chair just onto a mat or supporting. For the last one, you can hold onto the chair and then you're going to bring your foot up and you're going to lean forward. So I need to move quite far back, foot up and leaning forward. So this is now the back of the ankle, front of the thigh, and the front of the hip. Any side is first, that's cool. Keep your belly in. Try and not lean forward here. We're pushing the hips forward and the chest more back. If the heel's lifting, lessen your hips moving forward. Heel needs to be grounded, back leg strong and straight. And then swapping sides. So if you're just here, that's also absolutely fine. Otherwise, try and lean nice and forward. Engage into the back leg. Push the hips forward. Back heel down. Belly in. Chest up to sky. And then gently release when you're ready, coming down. You're either going to come to sit onto your chair, or you can lie down in your Shavasana, lie down on your bed. We're just going to close off with a few breaths together, but please everyone do at least a 5 to 10 minute relax, meditation, quiet mind, relaxed body. So you're coming to sit back on the chair, see if you can relax. Again, hands either face down or up or into the lap, palms on top of each other. Relax shoulders, withdraw the sternum up to sky, soften chin towards chest. Taking a deep breath in through your nose And a big sigh, letting go. Making you feel more relaxed. Inhale, nose. And a big sigh. And then allow yourself to again soften. Try and keep your breath long and the mind still. A moment of gratitude for this beautiful body that you have. Gratitude for all the small things that you have in your life, even during these tough times. Alright, please continue with your Shavasana and press pause or switching the phone off, maybe putting a guided meditation on, or if you like a bit of music, that's also fine. But please take a few minutes just to ground and be within yourself, finding that mind-body connection. Thank you so much for moving with me today. Please remember to support the studio by subscribing to the channel or liking Instagram or sharing with your friends. Hope you have a beautiful day for it. From me to you, namaste.